Hey YouTube, it's Frisky Dingo here, getting back with you guys with another reaction slash review video. Today we're looking at the prestigious Valve Stream Deck. It was just recently announced within this week that Valve will be stepping into the console race, basically providing their own type of handheld console system called the Steam Deck. Now, from what we've seen online from Steam themselves, there's three different versions of this. One being a 512 gigabyte model, another one being a 24 to 64 gigabyte model, and then another one being a mid-size gigabyte model. Now with I believe the 520 gig model comes with a updated screen and battery, so I think that's pretty cool in itself. I know with the Steam Deck has the capability of playing majority of all Steam games on the Steam library. I would assume that it would have some kind of hiccup playing games such as Monster Hunter World, Final Fantasy Online. I know a lot of those games are very dependent on network frequency and hardware, so I don't think those games are going to be playable. We have to be really realistic when we're talking about things like this. Even back in the day, I owned a NVIDIA Tegra K1 tablet, and that was pretty much the precursor to what we're seeing now with the model, with the Switch model and the Stream Deck, basically taking small components of the K1 NVIDIA Tegra tablet and basically turning it into a handheld device. I think that's extremely cool, and I think the fact that this Steam Deck does have the ability to transfer memory and be able to upgrade memory is the perfect utility for any gamer. I mean, this even goes into the phone concept, right? Even with cell phones, when you have an Apple phone, there's a limitation in which you can really access the phone's operating system and memory system, which is a very complicated issue if you're someone who likes downloading stuff and or emulators and or devices and or emulators on your mobile device. So it kind of makes it hard for you to use the full capability. The same thing has been happening with the handheld industry, pretty much locked handheld consoles, and with the Steam Deck, I think it's brilliant that we're going to be able to get a system that allows you to operate fully using all the operational skills that you're looking for in the sense of memory upgrade and the sense of emulation, and then being able to use the system in itself so that you can be able to play video games. I think it's cool. Once again, it's something that I've been waiting for ever since the day I saw the K1 NVIDIA tablet. I bought it myself and started to play with it, and the amount of times I used it on the road / downloading emulators, and then also using the NVIDIA Stream Pass that allows you to play games streamable on your tablet. I thought they need to basically bring this alive and bring it to the next step. Now with the Switch, I always loved what the Japanese usually do with their technology, the way they're very articulate in how they move forward in presenting that technology. The Koreans have the same exact thing in the Korean market, so I think it's really well that we're getting a full worldwide exposure on this handheld console market. I think it's extremely cool, and I think in the near future we might be seeing more extended handheld consoles. Now with the gaming system in itself for PC gaming, the only thing we have right now is the GDW Win and the GD Win 2. Other than that, we haven't had anything. So just to see the Steam Deck come out, having upgradable memory, having I believe the highest memory version also comes with a updated screen, so I think that's extremely cool too. That's something fans definitely have been looking for, a updated screen. And I mean, the price is comparable to the Switch, right? We're getting an OLED version of Switch, which is basically going to be almost $400, right? You actually spend the extra $100 and you get something that's more compatible in an update with the update version, more compatible, meaning it'll have an update battery, it'll have an updated screen, it'll have an updated memory have updated memory cache. So I think all of these things are extremely good, because when you have memory, especially, I love external memory, being able to, pop out and push in a 100 gigabyte micro SD card. When I was a child and having PlayStation games, you never would have thought you were going to see something like that. So I honestly think, and in all intents purposes, as a gamer, this is going to be one of the best things we receive. It's going to move the market forward in the sense of handheld capability, and it's also going to put pressure on Nintendo. A lot of people don't think Nintendo needs pressure, but they do need pressure, because as of right now, they're doing the bare minimum to keep their fans satisfied. And unfortunately, even when you look at the company expenses, yes, Switch is doing perfectly fine, right? But with any corporation, as you guys know, I've been in financing for 10 years of my life. It's a career that I received a degree from, I've been working on, and even when I'm not here with you guys on YouTube, I'm doing my real life job, which is being a financial consultant. One thing I can say to you guys in just this example is that even if a corporation is successful in selling a product such as the Switch, that doesn't mean that their plus sales are going to fix the negative sales that they received for the last 2 decades. And I think that's the one thing people need to start taking in perspective with Nintendo, and why Nintendo is always trying to, basically not give any hints or anything of their new games or anything that happens, because of these exact reasons. Even with the Wii, even with the Wii U, those were horrible sale consoles. And a lot of people like to say, well, Nintendo has so much money to spend. But realistically, they need the Switch to be as profitable as possible. They need everything about the Switch to be good, so that it fixes the mistakes of the last 20 years in which they weren't making money at all. Because even, like, for example, everyone's saying it's it's so faster than the Wii U, so faster than the Wii. Okay, cool. But has it recouped the cost in which it costs for Nintendo to send out the send out the Wii U, not be commercially successful, create 3 to 4 very premium games for it, and still not be successful? That's a huge hole in the money pit, right? So the Switch is just basically helping them recover the cost of everything that's happened within the last 20 years. And that's basically where I see the Switch at. I don't see it as something that they're using to move forward the industry. They're using something that is a very niche item, and they want to move it so that they can be able to, fix their brand, fix their image, and all these other things that cause the suffering of the Wii and the Wii U, right? Because with the Wii and Wii U, the problem is that third-party problems. Kids only play the system. Everyone only plays it on their spare time or whatever. So there was multiple things with problem with the Wii U and the Wii. And that being said, to see the Steam Deck exist in this same space with the handheld market console, I just love it. I think the fact that you can upgrade it in memory is extremely good. It has a decent battery, a good screen. There's 3 versions available. You have the choice. I think it's giving the freedom to the gamers in which we actually need, especially for PC gamers. We don't have items that allow us to go and transverse outside and play our PC games. The most we have is a laptop. Have you ever seen a gaming laptop before? A gaming laptop is like humongous and a big battery, and that's not enjoyable, right? I'm about to go on vacation in a week. I gotta bring my gaming laptop because I want to play Overwatch. I'm gonna be there for a whole week. Of course I want to game and play Overwatch at one point, but the point that I have to bring it's not thick, it's an MSI Raider, the fact that I have to bring, just a laptop with the big charger, it's not necessary. And something like the Steam Deck is going to bring that exclusivity of PC gaming handheld. It was okay with the NVIDIA K1 Switch graphics tablet. It was a good thing, but the problem with that is that everything ran off the Wi-Fi internet. So you needed a stronger connection. Now we have the actual hard drive to push so that the Steam Deck is actually extremely well. So I think this is going to keep Nintendo on their toes. I think this is going to be extremely well for the industry. And hopefully we get some more news on what games will fully compatible with the system, and what else will we be able to utilize with the operating system. So if I get any more news, if I get any more news, you guys know you're going to hear it first from me. And I'll see you guys in the next one.